So how about we met in Memphis? So Liz was in second year of med school.
We were both non-traditional students in that sense, right? So he was kind of midlife and working on your master's and then your PhD, and I was in medical school, but we both had, long careers before that. During that time, towards the end of residency, and I mean, this is like fast forward now, we're out of our 30s and I'm into my 40s, right? We're 42, and it just took a while to find each other and get stable and get to a point in our training where we felt like we were comfortable enough to have a family, right? So we started the process later than most do, and we tried naturally for 6, maybe 8 months, and then knowing my age, we knew it was time to kind of go to the next step. So we talked to just our general OBGYN at the time, and we were living in Seattle, and they sent us to fertility specialists. So our journey actually started in Seattle at a different center.
So we started with IVF, and we did 3 rounds of that, none of which worked. I think we were kind of like, okay, do we keep trying at all, or and so then Liz found I think some material on egg donation.
So, found the Center for Reproductive Health actually kind of through the back door of Donor Egg Bank, because Donor Egg Bank is one of the only places that I found that works in Washington with a live birth guarantee. And so that combined with the upfront cost that we knew of what we knew we were getting into, right? Like the Center for Reproductive Health, I feel like does that pretty well in general. They're pretty upfront about if this is or isn't covered by the plan we were on, or exactly how much it was going to cost. And I think for some people that can be off-putting, but for us who were still getting all these hidden bills coming at us, like it was very much we could make like practical decisions. Where we had been before, like it was just much more of like an assembly line, I think, even where we were. And so you never knew what doctor you were going to see when you went in to get your treatments. I never knew what doctor I was going to see the day that we would go in for egg retrieval, which you want to talk about a very intimate and vulnerable place to be and position to be in, both very literally and metaphorically. I will say having one doctor, knowing that doctor, and knowing that you can trust them, and then having Karen for us, who was kind of our liaison. I mean, all of the staff that we dealt with were kind and personable, but Karen was this warm beacon of light. And obviously we're over the moon too, but to have somebody so emotionally invested in your success made all the difference. And I don't actually know if we would have made it 3 rounds if she hadn't been there kind of supporting us. Each round you ask yourself, can I do this again, right? It's the financial burden. It's the time. It's the shots and the hormones and the emotional roller coaster. And that more than anything, just getting your hopes up and riding this ride just to kind of crash again. And at some point after every round, you think, I don't know if I could do this again, right? But then for us, there was a very real decision point, because we knew we couldn't get pregnant naturally. So to stop meant, giving up on this dream of getting pregnant and having a child. Like we had considered adopting, but it just, we wanted this, and I wanted this.
Like worked really hard to get to here. And I think it maybe makes it feel a little different. I look forward to eventually making him feel like guilty for it. But for now, it's just really wonderful.